Ambiota, it was really starting to look a bit more iffy. So, welcome back. It is Monday. So yeah, kind of took a step back yesterday for Father's Day. Did chores, did all that good stuff. And hello. So yeah, we had a lovely evening. Met the kids at Tim Hortons for a coffee and donut, and then we went checked out furniture because we're planning on doing a bunch of updates in the house. Haven't done any for a long time, so looking at some sectionals and all that good stuff. Anyway, and then we went mini golfing, or as they say in Scotland, pitch and putt, which is a family favourite. We always have fun messing around. And then we went and grabbed supper, and then we went and we had a wander around the Riverbank Discovery Centre, and I'll put some videos in here.
This is what Piper Doug does when he doesn't work, folks. When they let him loose in the city. You just need your cowboy hat. Yeah! What are you up to, Piper Doug?
Taking a day off from the farm.
A day off?
Well, half a day.
Where are your friends behind you?
I think they're cows. The lesser known beef cow. Come to the Riverside Discovery Center place, whatever it's called. Sorry, no, sorry. Yes, I know I get the name of the place wrong, but you know, I'm old. So yeah, it's a lovely place. It's not quite fully open yet for this time of year. The water level's really low though. Holy moly, was it ever. Tell you, the crops are looking really good up here. We are up in, oh, who is it up here? There's a Scottish family. Suitors. I think a lot of this is Alan Suitors' dad's, well, Alan and his dad's land. Quite a bit up here. So we're currently heading to Shoal Lake. So we're going to pick up the door for the Tango Turd and a new fuel pump. I don't actually think the fuel pump is really an issue for the tractor, but that one is wet, so there's something going on there. And then I'm going to nip over to John Deere and pick up a seal kit for the old John Deere tractor, because the lifting rams on it need rebuilt. I know, all I seem to be doing is having issues with rams on loaders right now, because I rebuilt the ones, all of the ones on the Tango Turd are rebuilt now. They're doing fine. Ironically, the new tractor to us is the one that's giving the issues. On that note, got a call today. The rebuilt ram is done, painted, ready to go, pressure tested, ready for action. So gotta go and pick that up. So I might go tomorrow, depending. We're supposed to be hauling cows to Verdon tomorrow, but with the rain it might be a little wet to get the trailer in the yard, so we'll see how that goes. If not, we'll go Wednesday. So yeah, we'll get to Shoal Lake. And we got some big bangers hanging around. Little gorse bush, sucker bush along the bottom of the fence, making a nice job of it. Not that I used the boss lady's ride-on lawnmower to do that. I would never do that. I just happened to be using it to come out here to drive along and inspect it. Yes, I did it with the weed whacker. be-doo, be-doodle-dee-doo, doo-doo-doo. Oh, what's Piper Doug doing? Piper Doug's got a ball in each hand. And he's filming! Why? What magic is this? Well, big shout out to my wonderful kids for Father's Day. Oh, just trying not to get electrocuted. Like I said in the previous clip, pardon me for sniffing. Had a lovely afternoon and evening away from the farm. Just get a bit of a break. I can see if I can get this. A bit better. There. So, Liam, because both kids kind of keep an eye on old Dad's Piper Doug channel. Ooh, pretty. And Liam, being an engineer, he's like, you need some sort of like hands-free. Now, they've tried to get me to use, what do you call those little cameras that a lot of the big fancy YouTubers use? GoPro type dealios with different kind of mounts. Well, I like to just use iMovie and just quick and ready, bip bop bam, make these videos. And I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of big processes, so I like it to be simple. So Liam got me a head mount and a chest mount phone holder. Come on there, darling. Hey, baby girl. Hi. You gonna have your butter? Come on, get started. She's coming. She's coming. Oh gosh. And you're gonna be out of time. And she's plugged in. Come on, you better get started. Yeah, I can't move the camera now that both cabs are plugged in. So yeah, Liam got me a chest mount for my phone. So stuff like this, and then like in the tractor or working on a machine or fighting with one of the bulls there. Because there's Puddin' Pop there, and then there's little Nicky. Nicky's he's a stunning wee fella. Just for a yearling. Well, he just turned one just last week. So yeah, he's a little bit on the smaller side. His mum was an older cow. His mum was a cull that went last year. Stop it, you little beggar, you. And and also, Christina found something that I've been after for a while. And because I'm a tea Jenny and I'm also what would we call it? A soup Jenny. I have what's called beef barley soup almost every day. And I said there needs to be such a thing as a soup stool. That way, when you're having your soup, and then you don't splash and slitter when you're having like big hearty soups. Stop, you give me a headbutt in the bad place and I'll headbutt you back. So she found this little sort of a tripod thing, probably for a plant or a display, but perfect. I'll maybe put a picture in. So yeah, it's perfect for her old daddy to have as a soup stool. So there you go. If there's such a thing as a soup stool. You stop it, you little beggar. You're bugging her. So yeah, big shout out to my kids. And yeah, you probably heard them making fun of their old dad when we were over by the Riverbank Discovery Centre. Are you done? Almost. That's her done. You are a beggar, you. I'm going to tip you down. So, see, this is what I put it with. She's just relentless. Just get off it. Get off it. Hey, wee girly. Hi. She's just so quiet like her mommy. So is he over there, Deadpool. But then Bebop is just incorrigible. So, I'm just going to do a wee wander about. We can do our closeout here. Hands free. Oh, craps. forgot to tell you guys. So went out to feed the big crew. Went out to feed the big crew over in the field over there. And as I'm bale feeding, I was kind of keeping an eye on where everybody is. And then I realised there's a cow and about 7 calves out of the paddock and down in the ravine where they're not meant to be. So, hi my boy. Oh my gosh, you're just such a handsome boy. You stop it, you beast. You wee girl. I know. Well, you're not a wee girl. She's a wee girl. You're a wee boy. Oh, you were a wee boy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Last year when we did our first round of the big fence updates, I installed a couple of gates down there in what's called the crossroads. So some of you might remember me referring to the crossroads. Hi, Chancer. Hey, Mr. Chance, here's your boy. You have to come out to give him some grain and give him some loving. He is solid. Oh my gosh, is he ever solid. And here's one of the saplings. It's a cottonwood that's in here. And yes, this isn't electrified. I don't mind too much if the calves get in here because they don't mess with the saplings too much. It's the cows that'll pull them apart. So, So I chased I opened the gate and chased the cow, and I chased the calves, and half the calves jumped through the fence and half the calves follow the cow out the gate and back to where they're supposed to be. That is stunning. Stop it, you little beggar. You're relentless. Anybody want a calf? So I kind of get the feeling like maybe the fence was a little bit, something was up. So all I can gather is either during the storm, either the wind, because the wind, we had a plough wind come through the yard. It blew a bunch of stuff over by the house. It got swinging the extension cord that hangs off the back of the garage, and it had the extension cord halfway out of the plug-in. That, or the house cleaner, the house washer guy, his pressure washer hose had kind of caught hold of the power cord and yanked it out a little bit. So yeah, the whole fence was dead. Now, who's this? Is this Baru? Hey, darling. Saving graces, this fence here is not hooked to that fence. So yeah, we have 2 separate fence systems. There's one fencer that runs this paddock and then that paddock over there. Just so you know, I'm carrying a rock. Hey, Darter. Yep, Billy is, for the most essence, he's done. So that is mint. He tried to keep it as much from this gate north. So I think he did a pretty dang good job. And that is, if you can see, that's a 30-foot gate. That approach is almost all 30 feet, which will be great for getting cattle pots. So there you go. There's the gate north. So he's got another 6 feet at least on this end. So that's nice. Very nice. So yeah, that whole fence that the big herd was on was dead. So yeah, I get some people have the high-tech fences that give you a warning. There's like an alarm or something goes off. We don't have that. So what's the last thing to give you the update on? I'm gonna go and see our Candy. Hi, sweet girl. Hi, my girl. Hi, darling. Hi. Oh, you're just a sweetheart. Nothing phases you. Are you gonna get rid of your winter coat anytime soon? No? No? You're just gonna stay cute as a button. Yeah. Hi, baby girl. So, calves. How did we do this past 2024? Yes, 2025. We have bad calving numbers. We knew we were going to. I've covered that. So 2024. In February, this is out of May. In February, we sold 83 calves. So that's steers and heifers. And then this past week we sold 6 more. We kept 5. Hey, Nicky boy. Look at the size of plums on that boy. That's healthy. Like, he can't be any more than 800 pounds. Wow. He's you do your thing there, bruh. Oh, that's Phoenix right there. Popper. Yeah. So how did we do? Well, I'm not going to give you guys numbers because you all know that's wouldn't be expecting it. But needless to say, probably from here on in, and now that we're getting a bit more set up, we will auction our calves on from here on in. Private sale. We did it because it was handy. Hey, Scully. And it was just what we've done. But all I'm going to say is, once all was said and done, with all 89 calves marketed, the difference between if we had sold all the calves through private sale and then what we got for going to public auction, if we'd sold all our calves through public auction, we would have made $27,000 more. So that kind of tells you we kind of left a lot on the table. But in February, everybody was sort of getting a bit worried about the tariffs and all of that rigmarole. So what are you doing, Lou? Just hanging out by yourself? You're doing a lot of yelling. Sorry. Gotta remember I'm looking with my chest now. So yeah, our big thing going forward will be borrowing, renting, or buying another cattle trailer, because we do have 2 1-tons and a 3/4 ton. We can run 2 trailers. Liam, who's quite capable, can run 1 truck and trailer, and I can run the other. So that's kind of where we're at. Going forward, we will be dealing solely with Heartland and Verdon. Yeah, I know that we could maybe even do a little bit better and run to Heartland and Brandon, but we're very close to Verdon, so that's what we're going to do. Like I said, it's definitely well worth our while, and with the yardage and the insurance and all the other costs, shrinkage was only 0.5 difference between public auction and then what private sale was charging us across the scales at Cadillacs. So yeah, I don't doubt that's got a lot to do with the fact that there's dwindling numbers. I see more and more closing down sales, like getting out of the business. A lot of people are having big auctions to cash in and get out of the game. They're done. So let's see what these girls are doing down there. So I'm hoping, if this rain doesn't amount to anything tonight, we can get the trailer hooked back up, and we'll get the 6 girls that are down in the end pen there. That's, like I said, that's going to be a heartbreaker. But get those 6 girls loaded up and get them gone, get them retired. That and the fact that I can't let these guys into this paddock to rotate grazing out, because there's bulls in here, and then there's these old girls here who are open now, who are cycling. So yeah, it wouldn't be very good to let those bulls by the gate, because all they do is bang and jumping around on the gate. So anyway, I blabbed on way too long. I can't even see how long this video. Oh my gosh, I've talked for a quarter of an hour. Oh gosh. So I'm gonna sign off here. In the next video or so, we are going to be pulling the swather up. I talked to the mechanic. He's going to put us on the waiting list for the guy to come down. He's got to rebuild one of the pump drives for the header. So let's get on with that. We'll see you in the next one, folks. Tidy bye.